Good afternoon. If you can hear me, please comment in the chat. Mhm. We are getting ready to get started. Thank you, Mr. Matthews. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. Today, of course, we have a Jackson State doubleheader. I'll be streaming the girls' game, and I think Doc Holliday will be streaming the boys' game. I haven't talked to him today, but he's supposed to be streaming that. So we will be getting started here shortly. Good afternoon, everybody. If you would please go ahead and just hit the like button when you come on in, then you don't even have to worry about it later on. So I want to talk about today's game because on paper, Jackson State should not have any problems with putting this game away. So for me, I look at this game as like practice. Hopefully, Coach Reed will try a couple of different things today. Usually, Daphne and Angel, they kind of switch them out instead of playing them at the same time. I would definitely like to see Daphne and Angel play together in the semifinals and the finals. Yeah, I couldn't take the men's game. I don't know how many of you guys were here yesterday with the men's game, but when I tell you I literally had a headache and I had to take an Advil and lay down, my blood pressure was through the roof. So I'm gonna just do one of these slides. I got some slides, so I'll just do one for right now. So this is supposed to be for the halftime show, but I guess this is a pregame for Miss Daphne White. So one thing that she's great at is defensive and offensive rebounding, which that's going to be very important in these next games. She's paramount for block shots. So we've seen her block shots. Of course, Angel Jackson. Deja Woodard has also blocked some shots. In the SWAC, her height has been used against her. She's 6'5". So she actually would get a lot of fouls, and it's basically because of her height. But she needs to continue to use her body and stay aggressive under the basket, because in the NCAA tournament, that's not going to be a problem. Everybody's going to be 6'5" and up. So let me go ahead and right now it just says the event is about to start. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Mr. Rob J so we can listen in to him. I'm just going to make a friendly little announcement and reminder. For the ESPN game, the whole simulcast will be muted. So at no point in time will we hear any commentary from ESPN. That's just due to copyright. We will be listening to Rob J. And because I'm playing Rob J on my phone, sometimes I'll have to either pause or speed up the broadcast to try and match it so that you're listening to Rob J and it's in sync with the game.
Game with Southern and Purdue.
Okay.
It was not. That game was over in the first few minutes. And Coach Carlos Fuentes, he just played some of his reserves, so they didn't expend a lot of energy at all. Wow. JSU had the night
Thank
off
you, Mr.
after that opening round win over Grambling. That was a tougher than expected win for Jackson State in that game. Yeah, Grambling always plays Jackson State tough. They're well coached by.
Let me know about the volume, because when I went back and watched the game from yesterday, I was hollering really loud.
Really good ball game.
That was loud.
Fight through some things and adversity to come out with the victory. Well, Coach, we see a lot of Jackson State fans here tonight.
Oh yeah. I think Jackson State started their spring break today. Was the start of their spring break.
Several JSU dignitaries here tonight to cheer on the JSU ladies. Yes, sir. And get a double dose tonight because the men play immediately afterwards, if I'm not mistaken. That's exactly right. So this is like a home game for us. And that's what Mo Williams said last night in his post-game comments. He said that game felt like a Jackson State home game because there were so many JSU fans here last night to cheer on the JSU men's basketball team. And you know, I hear Coach Williams speaking about the importance of the fans, and Coach Reed also echoes that sentiment that the fans are very important. You know, the fans need to know, you know, they're cheering and they're clapping for these young men.
Hey Whitley, how you doing?
Makes a difference.
Good evening, everybody.
So many other things coming against them and going against them that when you can look in the bleachers and see somebody saying, "Let's go JSU," it makes all.
I don't know if Mr. Walker's there this evening or not.
The Jackson State University faithful on this evening.
I don't know if they're going to be talking smack tonight like they was the last 2 days.
I just want to pass along. I'm a little sad. You know, my favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs, of course. Former Chiefs wide receiver Otis Taylor passed away today. He's an alum of Prairie View. When that first Super Bowl 4 against the Minnesota Vikings, learned that he passed away today. A product of A&M. They have his big picture at there. He was one of my favorite players coming up. I was supposed to go out to Chiefs Nation and HBCU and his family.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So right now we're just waiting.
All right, so we are
we're about to tip off.
Underway.
Once again, I'm going to be trying to sync up.
State, and the tip is controlled by Jackson State as JSU will operate from left to right. Keyshawn Luckett with the basketball drives and kicks it out to Covington. Covington, second team All-American. Don't know how that happened.
So it looks like Rob J is a little bit ahead of the actual stream.
To Chiefs Nation and HBCU and his family for Jackson State. And the tip is controlled by Jackson State as Jay gets this.
So just hang on while I try to sync it.
It's over. Southern wins. Southern wins. They got to check. The refs gonna check and see if it was a 2 or a 3. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right now, as it stands, Southern has won this game 65-64, but they have 0.4 seconds left. Fontenot knocked down that 3 from the top. Wow, Coach, I wouldn't have called.
Is her feet on the line?
Okay. It may be a 2, Coach. It could be a 2.
Please, for the love of God.
It was a 3. They was reviewing it, and they just said it was. They said it was a 3. Oh my goodness! So they are reviewing it. Fontenot, the hero.
She was across the line.
Stands right now.
No, it wasn't. It was a 2.
Wild on that bench.
She was. That was a 2.
Night, Coach. Yeah. They were looking at it right here, Coach. Oh, that's yeah. Coach, it was almost blocked. It sure was. Coach, that's a 3. Sure is. It's a 3, and Jackson State has no time with 4.4. I don't know what you can do in 0.4. Catch and shoot is all you can do. Catch and shoot. Wow. Southern 65, Jackson State 64.
Yeah.
So what do you do at 0.4? You got to take it the length of the floor.
Yeah.
That's not good at all, Coach. I don't know what you do.
We can get it in Covington or Tilly. Here we go.
They inbound it, and it's Southern ball, and Southern wins.
Wow.
So Jackson State will not repeat as SWAC tournament champs.
Tilly Bowler is in tears, Coach. She played her heart out tonight. I tell you, we don't have anything to be ashamed about. I tell you, congratulations to the Jaguars of Southern. I'm telling you, they played a great basketball game tonight. Wow.
I would have never thought this, Coach.
No, I wouldn't have either, Coach.
Jackson State's remarkable season comes to an end after 15 straight wins, Coach.
Anyway, if you're still in the chat, please go ahead and like the stream. If you would like to make a donation to the channel, of course, no pressure. You can send all donations to my Cash App. One thing I will not be doing, I will not be watching the men's game.
At 8:30, right here.
I'm not watching it. I'm sick right now. I'm going to go to bed. It's 8:30. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. This is how the football team going to be. That's absolutely not true. Not true. It's not true. That's not true. Why are you saying that? That's not how it's going to go down. Because look at this. That's you see that? That was Luke Jackson, Southern kicker. I should play the little excerpt from Jason Brown, our quarterback, because Southern thought they were going to get him, and he committed to Jackson State. You got to plug us in with that men's game. I wish I'm not watching the men's game. I am not watching the men's game. Absolutely not. We will see y'all in September in Baton Rouge. Listen, I didn't say she cost us the game. I'm talking about the last couple seconds of the game. She missed that free throw. If she would have shot that, we would have been tied. We would have went to overtime. I didn't blame it on one free throw. It was a culmination of things. One of them is our defense. And let's just be real. How many missed fouls did we have? At least 3 or 4. At least 3 or 4 fouls were not called. That's 6 to 8 extra points, right? Congratulations to Southern. It was poor defense all night long. I wouldn't say that. It was a low scoring game. We definitely should not have been that close. And Mr. Haynes, he reps South Carolina State University, and they really got blown out. So, if Mr. Haynes can hold his head up high and still rep South Carolina State, then we are going to be all right. Okay? And let me see. I don't know. Mr. Walker was supposed to call in. I don't know if he's still here to call in. Tournament free throws are crucial. SU don't want to see nobody in no NCAA tournament. They will still let JS. So, who thinks that Jackson State will still get a bid for the tournament? Oh, I know Mr. Campbell is not being petty. Mr. Campbell is so petty. He is on Twitter being petty, knowing that FAMU, I know he not talking. FAMU had no chance. Look at Mr. Campbell being petty on Twitter. He's saying when that 3-pointer went in for Southern. No! We're arguing with their fans right now. Give me a second. Is it intense? Y'all gonna lose to UAPB? Oh, they said we're going to the WNIT. I don't even question, but we're still going to the NCAA, but at a lower. Number 1 seed goes to NIT if they don't win the SWAC. Okay. No, NCAA. Question, but will we still be going to the NCAA, but at a lower seed? There's a lot of different things in the comments. I'm going to just tell you right now, I have no idea. Mr. Campbell finally get to talk his talk. I mean, listen, if it's one thing that FAMU is bad at, it's football and basketball. 59-3. And then they didn't, how many games did they win this season? 4? That's my saving grace. I get to crack on everybody else. It said, this is why. Okay, so NIT tournament is not that bad. Who is this person? She hate thee. Why are you commenting in my chat talking about NIT tournament is not that bad? Who are you repping? This is a troll. This is definitely a troll. How are we bad at football and nobody has beat us in football except Dion? Dang, I didn't know Dion was the one that was playing on the field, and I didn't know Dion was making any calls. He's not doing any play calling, and he's not one of the players. Y'all be giving. Man, I ain't even getting ready to get on my tangent today. They said the last time that FAMU won against Jackson State, the Cowboys won a Super Bowl. We got to pray for Miss Reed, Coach Reed, coming back as a JSU women's basketball coach. In the WNIT, Jackson State can host some games in Jackson. I do think that home court advantage has a big determination in winning. They're going to be throwing all types of bags at her. FAMU hasn't beaten JSU in football since 2003. Damn! 20 years? I hadn't even graduated out of high school. You must be young. FAMU ain't beat JSU in forever. It's unfair to only take the tournament winner for the NCAA. I was very concerned about the women since the Valley game. They seem to have lost their focus the last few games. Let me put that on there. FAMU football hasn't beaten JSU since that Martin clip that's on. Look, I'm getting ready to respond to him. If you're still in the chat, we got Retool Your School, of course. Please, it's so easy. All you do is hit the vote button, wait till it goes to the next page, then you hit back, hit vote. And sometimes it'll give you a puzzle, sometimes it won't, but we need to get on up there. FAMU hasn't beaten us since Tupac was alive. Dang, FAMU can't even make it out of the Florida Peninsula. I think they meant Peninsula. Daphne is a senior. Ja Covington is a senior. And Woodard is a senior. And Angel Jackson is a senior. JSU has the best possibility. Daphne will be elite. I don't know if Daphne has an extra year. She was getting her accolades on senior night at that game. Them damn Jags. If you're a Jaguar fan, let me know in the comments. Let me see. I'm going to go see if Doc's stream is up. He said that he was streaming the men's game. I don't see it on there, so I don't know. Oh, it's scheduled for 9:30. So they take like an hour break or something like that. Yeah. So HBCU Overdrive will have the men's game. I'm not even going to front with you. I will not be watching that. I might even have to take a shot with the way that game just played out. Can you believe that? That's probably going to be on ESPN at the buzzer. But, I mean, Angel was right there. She was right there. She was right there. Just put your hands up and jump. If you just jump, you could have blocked it. Just jump. Why did the Jackson State wide receiver leave Horns? I don't know who that is. I don't know what you're saying. You have to... Mr. Walker, are you coming on the stream? I was going to see if Mr. Walker was going to call in just to tell us. It says, Coach Tamika leaving for that big bag. She deserves it in Future Voice. Better facilities, uniforms, and all. The men are bad for my blood pressure. Yeah, I can't take it. Like, with this particular game, you know... I think I was so riled up today, I couldn't even muster up enough energy. But that was like leave your jaw open and you can't believe it just happened. But we got Mr. Walker coming in. He's going to give us the scoop of the climate. He's there in Birmingham, Alabama. You know, we still have a big game coming up with the men's and Grambling. That is going to be a huge game. So we're going to get Mr. Walker in here, and he's going to give us a little scoop on the ending of that game. That was just, I mean, I'm just over here with my mouth open because I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. How you doing, Mr. Walker?
Horrible. I had to come back to my damn car. Mad as hell.
Yeah.
Mad as hell. And they'd been talking noise. Excuse my voice today. We've been shouting and arguing all day. All day. Yes. SU, we just we just didn't defend that 3. You know, they was, and then those refs, and you know, not trying to make excuses, but those refs. I mean, that white lady ref, when she told Coach Reed one more time and looked at her like she was a child, and we were booing her ass, talking about some. Well, I can't say what we were saying, but yeah, yeah, I can't say what we were saying. Let's just say BBC was in our chant. So you read between the lines with that. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy.
That foul where Ja Covington was fouled and we were in the bonus, why didn't we get a chance to shoot at the line for that particular play?
She pushed the girl to the ground. I don't even know, because we were in the bonus because the bonus screen was lit up, but you know, they waved it off. The white lady ref waved it off.
And is that something that you're not allowed to challenge?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know that one. I don't know the answer on that
Can you
one.
talk about Daphne, and you know, did she see?
Oh, they was found the living shit out of Daphne.
Her, and she's not.
Yeah, and she wasn't really getting the calls. Like, you know, a couple of those buckets, those layups that she did make. I mean, those were fouls. Those should have been and ones. Yeah. And then not trying to talk about nobody child, but you know, the center, we'll just say the center for Southern.
Snacks
for
Junior.
Southern.
Snacks Junior.
Yeah, Snack Junior. Yeah, Snack Junior. I heard Pratt say that. Old Rob J. I heard him say it, and but we were laughing at that. But yeah, they were real pesky. Southern, they were real pesky, and they knew that the calls were going their way. So the more the game went on, because some of the girls from Southern was looking at the refs like, well, damn, appreciate it then, kind of like that. And so they just started getting a little bit more rugged, and that was the game. And the little Fontenot girl, she because hell, she was hot, and I saw she was hot in warm up. So I don't know why we just didn't defend that 3 like that, but I'm very, very disappointed. But I don't know, because like I said, we in there with them SU fans, and they're a little, we were getting, they were getting personal, we were getting personal. We were telling them like, man, all y'all do is hang with each other. Y'all don't get on no pretty girl. We were petty now. We were petty. We were super petty, but it's just one of them things, man. I mean, we didn't defend that 3 today at all, and they was just knocking them down. They were knocking them down. But the refs, I can say, I think the refs just kind of took the juice out of our girls when they wasn't getting any calls. They just took the juice.
Right.
That was a big momentum shift.
So
that was a huge momentum shift, because the girls, they were getting, and like I said, I'm not one people try to take up or whatever, but those are momentum shifts, when you don't get anything going your way, and it just kind of it kind of gasses you out a little bit.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Crazy. They were traveling. It was
just oh my God. What you call a junior snack? She was in the lane for 10 seconds on every possession. And rookie referee would know to call 3 seconds in the lane. I mean, she would literally just be standing there in the lane until when you get back down on defense, she would actually just be standing there. And a Jackson State player be standing there with you. So you can't have, players in the paint like that. So they would just never call it. So I mean, it was crazy.
What do you think about the next game?
Man, I just hope that I gotta go back in and see it. But I mean, I think the boys. I mean, they fired up. From what I can see, they fired up. But we just disappointed because we just knew that we was gonna win this one automatically.
Right.
Yeah, we knew this was gonna be an automatic one, and trust me, them Southern fans, they some haters. Oh my God, I ain't never seen such a class of people. Good God Almighty, they some haters. But I guess we hate everything SU, they hate everything Jackson State, but they were getting real personal and all that
The
crap.
Battle of Bands was crunk, wasn't it? Battle of Bands 2.0 up in
Oh
there.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's the Boombox Classic. Oh, it's the Boombox Classic. For real, for real. They were going back at each other like they was in the stand. Like they was actually at a game, at a football game. Yeah, they were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It was I will say this, it was a very entertaining game. It was a real entertaining game. On both, from both teams.
My mouth was both. Open. You know how they say close your mouth, you're gonna catch a fly? My mouth was wide open that last shot.
Yeah. Because when she shot it, it was like I'm not gonna even lie, it was like a damn movie. I ain't gonna even lie. Because you could just see something happen and you just like, nah, this ain't finna happen. And it did. And it did.
That might be
gotta give her props. She busted. Them last I think 3 shots that she hit. She was busting. She did. She did. She did. I mean, I hate to lose as SU though. I promise you that.
Yeah, we don't like to lose them. We don't.
No, when I said they were talking big noise.
I know they were. I know they were.
I mean, we had to shut down the little young noobs. I threatened one of them. I said, I'll take your damn jacket right now. Say something else.
Not take
I said, say one more goddamn thing. I said, I'm gonna take that motherfucking jacket. I said, I'm gonna take it back to Jackson with me. Say it. We were going at it. We were going at it. I threatened to take one of them cane and everything.
Oh,
I said, say something, goddamn it. I played in the goddamn 90s. Say something. So we were, but no, it was all in fun though. It was all in fun, but it turned out to be all bad though, because I just still think Jackson State team. It's clearly we're the better team than them, but we just didn't win.
And sometimes it be like that.
Yeah. But I got to give props out to the coach for Southern. He had a good game plan because he was just slowing the game down. He was slowing the game down, and then the ball will get down, the clock will get down to like maybe 5 seconds, and then that's when they'll shoot. Then yeah, it was crazy. So I hate it for the home team. I really do. But they had a good season though. So, but I saw in the chat. But yeah, they are gonna have the automatic bid for the WNIT because they was the number 1 seed.
The WNIT.
Yep. So they will get a chance to play all season basketball.
That starts round 1 is March 15th through the 17th. I'm gonna pull that stuff up.
Now it could. They were just talking about as I was walking out trying to get back so I can get I can call in. They were saying that Jackson State possibly can get a home game out of that WNIT. Possibly.
Really?
Possibly now. That's
not
written in stone. That's not written in stone. Just Texas possibly.
Oh, is there a possibility we beat Texas Tech?
Yeah, we did.
well, preseason. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
that's that preseason tournament that we did where we beat both Louisiana and Texas Tech, correct?
Correct. Uh-huh. We did. We did.
We
We
did.
did.
So,
Yeah, so we have a great according to them, we
oh,
have
that's
a
gonna
great
be a big game. That's Colorado.
strength of schedule. But see, if we'd have won tonight and actually won the tournament, we'd have probably been like either 10 or 11 because we did have strength of schedule. We had those they call them quad wins, and Jackson State had 2 quad wins for the girls.
Oh, and we're gonna be playing. We could possibly play Colorado.
Possibly, possibly. I would love to see. I would
I
definitely
would
love to see that.
love to see that
Yeah,
game.
I would love to see that. And I hope Neely bring it nothing. Anyway, I believe oh
That's the
believe
only.
me.
That's the
Oh
only game where Neely will be able to have his camera out, huh?
well, I don't know about that because like I said, for those of us who know, if you know, you know. See, I'm a 96er, so we know some things about that fella there, and he gonna have to make amends before just that's a little unspoken. I'm talking a little bit too much, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's on a list that he shouldn't be on. I say that. And I definitely say that. And I
Okay, they
definitely say
out
that.
last time, but that doesn't mean they'll blow us out. We beat now in the WNIT preseason. We beat Texas Tech and we beat uh Louisiana pretty handedly. So their preseason starts on their postseason starts on the 15th, which is next Wednesday. So regardless, basically what you're saying is we still have postseason.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we
Regardless.
got him. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, we'll be in the postseason because we was the number 1 seed in the tournament. So that actually, although we lost, we still get a chance to play in the NIT. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of disappointing, but
And you
you
know
know,
what?
I don't-
It's just some of the people that we needed to show up today. Liz Martino, she couldn't get hot, Kashana Luckett.
uh, a lot of that I don't know because Kashana was off today. She was really off. She was kind of off in warm-ups too. So I don't know why. I know why they gave her the start because she's athletic, and she plays very sound defense as well. But just she didn't, she just didn't hit those shots today. They wasn't falling for her. Bowler played a hell of a game.
She did lights out.
Yeah, she played a hell of a game. And the thing with Josh, she couldn't get going because they was fouling the crap out of her too.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, that one time,
they
like I
should have
said,
been in
that one
foul
time they threw it to the they threw it to the floor.
Snack
And
foul trouble. She should have been fouled out. Snacks.
yeah,
And,
Snack should have been fouled out actually first half.
right.
Yeah, she should have been gone first half because she was fouling. I mean, but I guess they was charging it like it was a contest, but she was actually fouling though.
Right.
She was actually fouling, but I said she was making them fouls count because she was fouling hard. She was fouling Daphne hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think Daphne, this was the hardest she'd been fouled, and I done been to all the games all week for JSU, but it was harder than the other day when they was fouling.
Right.
And then they brought in another little lanky little girl just for her to hack her, but she got in and they didn't call not one foul on her. Yep.
Tough game, but like you said,
Yeah,
still
tough
got,
game.
we
Tough game.
still got unfinished business. So
Yeah, we got unfinished business. I'm about to get
head
back
back
in
there.
here. Yeah, I'm about to get back in here, grab me another brewski, and get ready to switch and talk some more noise. And as always, I'll be back on after the game. And uh,
Doc Scott is doing the men's game today. I can't take it.
okay, but just make sure you watch. We need your support. We need your support, and just always know that we cheering for you. Tell the babies Uncle said what's up. And we definitely finna go back in here, and to all the parents out there in the chat world, tell them Uncle said what's happening, and if there's some young men out there, tell them they're gonna be Masons and Noobs. So that write that in stone. But anyway, let me go get back in. Let me go get back in there, and I will tune in later on this evening, and go JSU.
Go Tigers. Thank you. And before I close out the stream, retool your school. That was a tough loss. Good Lord. Very, very hard loss. But the good thing about it is we still have hang on just a second. We still have postseason. So dang, we was voting during that game. That's what I like to see. So once again, as I said before, the men's game is going to be shown by none other than HBCU Overdrive. He should be starting up here in the next 23 minutes. Tune in to his live while he streams the men's game. Thank you all for tuning in. Like the stream. It doesn't look like, well, I mean, if Jackson State men's team, if they win, then I might stream the final. I don't know. They be giving me heart palpitations. Thank you all for tuning into the channel. Let me see. What's his YouTube? Okay, I'm going to drop that. HBCU Overdrive. I'm going to drop the link for Doc Holliday. He already has it up. So let me see if I can't pull it up for you guys so that you guys can view the men's game. Let's see. Okay, it's on here. So he'll be starting at 9:30. I'm going to drop that in the link. Or drop the link in the chat. Man, I need a drink for the men's game. I know that's right. Tamika, it's time to elevate. I don't know who this Mr. Fred is, but he is a troll. Like, good Lord. Why is you doing so much trolling? You don't have to troll that much. You don't have to do all that. It's not necessary. I don't think Coach Tamika's going anywhere, and I'm pretty sure they will, whatever she's looking for, whether it's a raise or, whatever it is that she's looking for, I'm sure that we'll be able to provide that for her. I have confidence that she will be able to rebuild the team. Listen, to only lose one game in regular season and this one game, and it's a rebuilding year. She did pretty good. JSU needs a new everything. Yeah, Mr. Fred is a troll, but I guess he's yeah, she's not one of them. Thank you. She's not. You know what? I'm not even gonna comment on that. Rise the underdog. And let's talk about that. She can actually still win the WNIT. Let's just be real. This is not over. Like, we're kind of in shock right now because we were expecting to just pile through, and that's why you should never underestimate your opponent. But let's just be real here. Like, this WNIT is still the postseason, it's still winnable. I'm trying to see, do you guys want to have a live for when they do the announcement, to see like when we, I guess they do like a live selection Sunday. Oh, okay. So it says the 64 team field will be announced late Sunday evening after the NCAA tournament is released. The full bracket will be announced on Monday, March 13th. The first round will tip off Wednesday, March 15th. So let's look at the WNIT before we get off this live. It says that a team that is offered an automatic berth by the WNIT shall be the team that is A, the highest finishing team in its conference regular season standings and is not selected for the NCAA tournament. A team that fulfills this quality will earn the WNIT automatic berth regardless of overall or conference record. So, if we are not selected for the NCAA tournament, which it doesn't look like we are, guess what? We got an automatic bid to the WNIT. So that's good. That means that just because we lost this game does not mean that our season is over. So let's look at it like that. We still have a tournament. This loss, it was a tough loss, but we still have the ability to go to a postseason tournament. All right. Let's see if we can figure out about how we're able to get how do we get home court advantage? Dang, they don't talk about that. I wish they talked about that. Like, how do we get a bid for that? So I'm going to do some more research so that we can figure out how are we able to get the ability for us to get that game in Jackson. Oh man, I think y'all will be in. Is Jackson State on spring break next week? I think Jackson State's on break next week, so I don't know about that. All right, though. Depends on the seeding. Southern got y'all looking at plan Bs. What? Anyway, we still got a postseason. What y'all got? Who is your team? That game was crazy. See, listen, if you in the chat and you are not Southern, then you shouldn't be talking no type of mess, because we are still going to a tournament. Okay? And we could still win that tournament. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to my live. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I might be doing a live show on Sunday for the WNIT announcement, just to see where we're seated at. I think that Jackson State is on. I think Jackson State is on spring break next week. So SU will be one and done by 25 plus, no matter who they play. Dang. Listen, Mr. G. Now, we just got beat by Southern, but we ain't gonna do Southern like that. And we don't even know if Southern gonna win or UAPB. They still got another game to go. Just like Mr. Doc Holliday said, we got the men's game on HBCU Overdrive. Y'all tune in. Me, myself, I'm going to need a drink after that. Here you go. After that loss, Don Julio, Tequila Blanco. That was a hard loss, y'all. Don Julio, Tequila Blanco. Y'all don't even know if Southern gonna win. We still got the WNIT tournament. See, they don't even know where the weed at. I don't smoke weed, Mr. Fred. No. WNIT invite one team from every conference. JSU can still win a tournament title. Those games need to be at home. Thank you. I just went over that. We still got the WNIT tournament. What does FAMU have? I don't know where Mr. Campbell's at. I wish he was in the chat so I could talk mess. Mr. Campbell, you over here? All right. Oh, dang. Listen. I just wanted to quickly make an announcement before I get off of this stream again. Let's see. We're going to watch this video.
The Jackson State University National Alumni Association needs each of you to partner with us as we help JSU elevate the way. For the month of March, we are asking all Jackson State University alumni to donate $5 to the department or organization of your choice and recruit 5 new alumni donors to do the same. These gifts will help us reach our alumni participation rate goal of 20% by June 30th. We need former athletes, Sonic Boomers, Greeks, STEM majors, College of Business, liberal arts, and everyone in between to get in the game. To help the Jackson State University National Alumni Association make a slam dunk impact for our dear old college home. The Jackson State University National Alumni Association thanks each of you for your continued support. And as always, the I love.
I got 5 on it.
I hope they don't hit a copyright with that song. Just for that beat alone. But anyway, we do have the alumni giving. It's only $5. That's all they're asking for is $5. That's it. $5. You know what? If you want to send me $5, you can send me $5 too. To my cash app. Let me see. We still okay. Yeah, so we still got the WNIT tournament. I'm excited. I don't know about you. It's kind of like, dang, we lost. But we got another. We still get to go to a tournament. We still get to go to a tournament. Y'all need to get hyped. So we are going to listen on our way out. We got a Jackson State song that we're going to listen to because we still got a tournament. And so we still need to get hyped. Win, lose, or draw. Thank you for tuning in. there you have it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, tune in to Doc Holiday tonight to watch Grambling Tigers versus Jackson State Tigers. It's I don't cheer for SWAC teams. They're so irrelevant to the real world. I'm from Mississippi. It's real funny how Mr. Fred has been in the chat for almost 2 hours and he doesn't even cheer for SWAC teams. That don't even make sense. Beautiful band. Yes. So once again, I'm closing it out. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll have a show. It'll be either Sunday evening because we have to wait for the tournament, the NCAA tournament, and then the WNIT tournament does their announcing. So it'll be either Sunday or Monday. We will be doing a live for the WNIT tournament. And thanks for tuning in. Oh, dang. That's weird. Good night, y'all. The I love, guard the yard, and don't forget retool your school. Good night.